okay. I'm doing this for myself. Give me like 10 seconds. Blah, 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 blah. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, God.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Brayden. Don't do it.
So
I already ruined it.
Happen to know what hour of the day it is?
So, anyways,
It's not the day of the hour.
All right. So, what is the plan? What are you guys doing right now?
We're sacrificing Garmin to the Platinum Dragon.
Yes, we are sacrificing.
That's what he probably wants. Let's be real.
To be fair, if I could
I'll be a
find
dragon
the
in
platinum
heaven.
dragon, yeah.
So who's chopping the trees down then?
I can't even lift the
I'm
axe.
strong.
Oh, by the
I
way,
guess I'm chopping the tree.
I guess Garber, since you're the one who made it, just go ahead and put a axe or a wood axe in parentheses fart unparentheses in your inventory. But yeah, who's chopping down the trees? It ain't going to necessarily matter. Well, I'm gonna
I have noodle arms.
I'm gonna push a little bit. I'll say this: it will take the rest of the day to get the materials. And Garber, you said and asked about if you had enough metal. I will say that this takes the rest of your excess metal to put into this creation. Okay.
I mean, if you go another day, you can drag it all out again.
I don't even need to go a whole day. We just rip the boat apart once we get back.
So, so I'll
just burn it
say
and pull the metal scrap out. It's firewood.
I'll say it is pretty much nighttime when everything is said and done. Your boat, I already forgot what we called it. Rowboat. It is done and made. Are you guys going to go at night, or are you guys
I
camping?
couldn't make it until the morning because I used my channel divinity.
Okay, so you got to do it in the morning. Okay, so then you guys are just camping out anyway.
We'll use some of the extra firewood.
Okay. Okay. As we'll go ahead and progress it. So now we're on day 34 in the morning.
I would have volunteered for last watch, so while everybody else was finishing up sleep, me and Clarence could have gotten the boat made.
Yeah, I'll say as it is early in the morning, as everybody's gathering up the materials, the boat is made. So.
All right. Well, it's good to see the boat's ready. Shall we get rowing? Down this
I have small arms.
stream?
That's the best for rowing.
Yeah.
I'll row.
Okay.
Also, I didn't make any oars because I can only make one item, and the boat was the one item.
That sounds about right.
If you have a shovel, though, that could probably work.
See what we have.
Can I just go make 2 oars? Because I can do that
Yeah.
too.
Probably could have done it while I was making the boat.
Pretty much.
Why not?
Okay.
It fits with the boat. It's not the best, but it's not the crappiest. But it's there.
Well, that sounds like my high school years. The best, but not the crappiest.
So, you got 2 oars. You got a boat. Aeth, you said you was going to man the paddlings.
Yep. Merity. Just across.
Okay. As you guys all start to push off and start going your way, I will...
Take it away.
Oh, I get it. I get it. You guys get there, as kind of like what was suggested earlier, that just slightly longer than a mile, but there is immediate land as you guys start to come upon it. And I'll say the way you guys were heading, or kind of like where you pushed off in a way, you can see that there is two almost rowboat-ish that are on shore.
We're taking their boat when we get back here.
That sounds like a
Okay.
good idea.
Okay.
So,
How do we want to go about this?
We should probably be careful so they don't know that we're here. So maybe be quiet, I guess, and stealthy
We can
as much as we can.
try. Some of us make a lot of noise, though.
I duck down into the boat and try and be as stealthy as I can.
I mean, you just heard a
Clank,
loud
clank, clank.
flash as he
Drops
like
into-
as he kind of like hopped in and dropped down. Like it was just a loud banging sound. Sometimes like the same sound that you'd hear when they're like, "Let the festival begin," and they bang like this giant gong like thing. And it's just not as much vibration.
Gong. Gong.
You-
Maybe try or
Try.
I do you, I can't really ask him to take his
Nope, he's useless then.
Pot-
Without
pots
the
and
armor.
pans off.
Yeah, that's like his thing. Like my
That's
cannon,
squishy.
my thing.
Real squishy. No armor, real squishy.
Okay. Well,
He needs it.
he's too heavy for me to carry, so let's just try to be quiet and stealthy.
All right.
Elise, do you have anything that would help him be stealthy?
I do, but it's only temporary.
How
Enhance.
temporary?
Our
Oh, yeah.
temporary.
I think I have the same.
Does it,
Special
how,
space?
Oh,
from
I
where
was
we are, do
thinking
we
enhanced
see
abilities.
smoke?
No,
Do
no,
we see a castle? Buildings?
As you guys, I'm assuming you guys already came upon shore next to these boats and stuff like that, and kind of just like looking out towards like the center of the island, if you will. You just see a forest. You don't see anything that appears to be like civilization.
Can we check their boats, see if we could find anything useful? Maybe anything
Sure.
that could tell us where they're going?
Go make a survival. Not well. If you're checking, make a perception
know.
with disadvantage.
I already know. I already know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
7.
it's dirt and wood.
Not much
Can I-
useful stuff in here.
Can I help him and do a check as well?
Yeah, go for it.
Still be 7.
Would it
Still be 7.
Well,
Perception?
if he was to make his own perception,
You
Oh,
can
it's
make
not
yours.
better.
you
Not great.
you see just bits of actual like clumped up mud, if you will, that seems to probably been on the bottom of like shoes or stuff like that. So you're looking at the same boats that he is, pretty much. So there's only two, and again, they're like rowboats. And you see Aeth as he goes over there and kind of like, seems like he does kind of get down in them, like he's trying to inspect it, but nothing seems, as he kind of pops up and is like, nothing seems to be, like, I guess, value of use. You come over and you look at one, and like, yeah, I just clumped up pieces of mud and stuff like that. And you look at the other one, and it's the one that Aeth is standing at. This one is full of stained crimson wood. And we're not talking about like it was painted that way.
I think somebody was bleeding in here. And I pointed out to Eighth.
Yeah, it does seem like that.
You all right, man? That's
Oh yeah,
crazy. Okay, I just asking.
yeah, yes, I'm fine. No worries. I just,
So
I was probably in a rush.
one of them's injured. Do you think?
How much blood do you think there is?
Few quarts.
Well,
He said stained. I don't know. I assumed it'd
It's-
take quite a bit.
let's, because not that I know off the top of my mind of how big like a decent sized rowboat would be for a couple of people. If there was at least,
I mean, bigger ones I think can hold up to like 15, 20 people, like the ones that were on the Titanic, right?
Yeah, but these are probably like what for like a few
Rowboat.
people.
a few people, if you will.
Bigger, nicer ones, I should say.
I mean,
Average
you
road
just
boat's gonna hold like 4
just
people.
just imagine like 4 people sitting next to each other and still having a little bit of space.
Let's just say these are slightly bigger than that. All right, just slightly bigger.
They could hold a fifth person.
Let's say there is 2 seats right at both ends of the boat, and you could probably put, if they were sitting down, maybe 2 more people in the middle with some additional legroom. Take that middle seat out. That whole middle section is what is colored in this crimson.
Oh, that's a lot then.
It is like the only part that is not in this color. That's in the inside is like the 2 bits of the edge of the boat as it starts to go up to make kind of like the rowboat itself.
Hey, did you get a debriefing after all this? Was anything like missing from any of the dragons? Did they take anything?
Other than the shield, there should be.
That's
I mean,
that's like multiple bodies worth of blood.
it's or. I mean, one of the dragons is missing, so. But I don't think that one
Being
fit in there. That
human form though, right?
The
In
one
human
that's
form, he
missing was
could.
the corrupted one, by the way.
Oh.
The black and the bronze were being guarded during that whole time.
Can I tell
Can't
what
think
the
of
blood's from?
Make a medicine check, but yeah, just go and make a medicine check.
It's blood.
Yeah, I mean it's blood. It kind of like what you said earlier. There is just a shit ton.
Well, we could just maybe this is a meeting that went wrong, and he killed the person in this one boat, and dragged their body out. Possible.
Do we see any body drag like blood trails?
I'm gonna keep your perception that you made earlier. Not really.
Okay.
But you don't know how old this could have been.
Could I have finished prying all the nails I possibly could out of the other boat by now?
I'll give it probably a couple more minutes.
Okay.
Alright, so there's nothing else in here in this boat, in these 2 boats besides the dried blood on the boat. Okay. We should probably start heading towards the middle of the island then, and see if we can find them. We should be careful though, if this is any clue on what has happened. They are either dangerous or injured, and that could make them even more dangerous. So let's just be cautious. We try to find them.
I look at Elise and I go, "Would you mind doing the enhance when we start with With Garbu, he's going to be really loud.
I mean, if you see, if you,
enhance if you can do the other thing.
Oh, guidance. Yeah, that's
Bow
true.
can do one and save the other.
I mean, I don't know how far it takes before you see anything. Like if it's like longer than an hour, then it's just wasted now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How big's the island?
I don't know. You have the map.
I'm asking the DM. I didn't do it in the voice.
I also didn't respond in voice.
It's kind of hard to tell. It's not that. It's kind of like somebody did a very light exploration, if you will, when they were probably creating a map of this region. And so they probably wasn't going on the island. They probably just kind of cusped it a little bit and like, yep, that looks like an island, and kind of kept going. Like they knew it was an island when obviously they were kind of selling, because the way I would look at it is like they go from. I don't want that. Delete that because that's not what I want. Yeah, kind of like something like this. So they know it's an island, but it's not like they went onto it and explored it. So they just like, yeah, it's an island. So what's the point? So they just kind of kept going around it.
It's bigger than it is further away from the shore, though, right? Like it's more than a mile.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah. Then
it's not no tiny thing. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, if we're gonna do this, we might as well get going.
Judging from the
Yeah,
map,
but-
it looks to be
For
a decent bit
60
across.
miles. Yeah.
All right.
Huh?
Well, let's just. All right. See,
Like
Could I
30 miles
try and
by
see if
20 miles, like 600 square miles.
can I see if I can find some tracks away from the boat, maybe, or the two rowboats?
Make a survival check.
Guidance.
I kind of like how you
I mean-
just. It looks like you shook it
Wow.
off for a second, like you were like pondering, and then you're like, "Hey."
I mean, the thing is, the thing is, like, I should be rolling this because I have a +6 to survival.
I have a plus 3, I think. Plus.
I have a +6, but I'm just not. My character just does not give a shit.
Okay.
I got a +1.
It's been taking the lead on all these. I don't see a reason for us.
As you get pretty close to the ground and you're, feeling, looking, you have your ritual when you're trying to identify, tracks. They seem to be really faded and dried, but the feel of it just, when you kind of come across this one section, it feels just very slightly different. But you're just able to pick up on it thanks to a little bit of your training and how you go about things.
All right.
So you
I
get a
found the
sense.
tracks over here. The tracks are over here.
Good job,
Right.
man.
Years of guard training helps with that stuff.
So,
So let's
let's
oh,
switch it up.
get a move on.
Okay. So, you guys push forward. You guys continue to go into the woods.
Are we trying to go stealthy?
First off, I'm very ashamed of you guys. But anyways, nobody got that reference. And that makes me sad. I got it.
To the woods,
Into
off
the
to see
Woods sounds
grandmother.
Familiar, but
Into the woods, off to go see grandmother's house.
No. Close.
Ah,
Close, but no.
I was thinking of the bears.
No. Close,
going to
but
the
no.
woods tonight, and you're in for a big surprise.
So,
I don't
but
remember exactly how it goes.
you guys. Oh, we'll put you in the middle now.
should
You
we roll
guys-
stealth?
That's at the moment as you guys are going into the woods and stuff like that, it is up to you if you're going stealth or not.
I think
I mean, this is like you guys starting to enter in the woods. That's up to you guys.
We probably should.
Okay. Then roll me those stealth checks.
Holy guacamole.
Can I guide myself?
Sure.
Natural 20.
It's not gonna help.
Oh.
5.
It doesn't help.
Carbu, baby.
If only I had advantage.
If
It's 2 plus a
I,
D4.
I disappear and I disappear into the woods and
I thought mine was bad.
I got a 5.
so
can I
If
just
had
can I
advantage, I could have been the second stealthiest person.
So here's how this kind of goes: is Aeth is trying to lead, and which I like that it seems like Cole's video froze, and so it's just him stuck in that position. At least for me, it is.
Frozen as well.
Uh,
I feel like Garbu's just like ching 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 ching.
Aeth is going first, followed by Garbu and Clarence, and then Elise. And Elise, you were just like, you kind of just blend in, and you're just
I mean,
quietly.
she is always very silent, so like she just disappears into the woods.
Yes, and
You know how most groups have one ugly friend so that the others look better? Instead, this is a group of 3 ugly or really bad at stealth friends, and then one who is just by comparison so much better that it is amplified tenfold.
Clarence
Like
is
I
doing Kronk noises from Emperor's New Groove while he's sneaking.
so Elise, probably just even with your long history before you changed in a way of sneaking around, it's still there for you, and so you go, but you wonder if the reason why you're just so easily stealth is because the 3 in front of you are not clearly making efforts, stamping on twigs, brustles of leaves, and like swinging of the low branches, whether breaking them or just kind of like pushing them out of the way. Like, they're not being stealthy. they're just there. Like, you think you could probably like sneeze and nobody would know it was you.
nice.
So this was for you guys coming into the woods and stuff like that.
I take it.
Go ahead and roll me one more set as you guys. This is more deeper into the woods. This is you guys trying to blend in with your surroundings.
Jesus.
Yes.
Oh my god, no.
3
Oh my-
total.
This is my 5th natural one of this campaign, and we've had
3
3
total.
sessions.
I rolled 3 total again.
3 sessions.
I've rolled so many net 20s. I've rolled a lot of net 20s already.
I'm like the anti-Leroy.
16, I'm fine.
The Wheaton dice.
17.
curse acceptance
God.
dice.
That's why six. That's why 16 count as like a.
Right.
That's why 16 counts as like a 30 with these idiots bumbling around.
I mean, I lost a Garbu, for Christ's sake.
No, we rolled the same number. We rolled
I got
the
a
same
I got a
number.
crit failure, Brayden. That's not how
Okay.
that works.
So
We rolled the same number. I technically had a lower number without my guidance.
When we die, I'm gonna look back on this moment.
oh my gosh,
I'm really glad that I saved the spell so that it didn't cast Pass Without a Trace, because Pass Without a Trace wouldn't have saved this kind of this disaster.
It would have been 2 13s instead of 2 3s.
Yeah, but like
I'm
we
still
fucking
just going ching 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 as I'm
Okay,
walking.
a potato has better perception in
I
that.
got better.
Just burst out into song in the middle of the woods.
okay. So,
I
anyways,
like Kronk. You already
We're
killed
going.
Aeth,
Yeah.
as you're leading this, as you're guiding your party forward, you starting to realize that earlier on you kind of lost track of Elise, and probably with a small like quick breaks or here or there, which by the way forgot to for the previous night take off a ration.
All right.
But you guys kind of checking up on one another and stuff like that as and you realize she was still there, but she was just, when you guys said quiet, she was quiet. So you kind of picked it up, heavily picked it up, and you started getting quieter as you walked. Then in the middle of Tweedledee and Tweedledum, as they're going, because both of you roll a 3, but I got this. Clarence, you kind of like you're looking around, you're like trying to pay attention to stuff like that, and you didn't realize that you kind of in a, not a really stomp, but a heavier footfall onto Garbu's tail. As Garbu, you feel it, and make me a charisma check for me.
Me or him?
Garbu.
Oh, there it goes.
I'm kind of hoping this is a natural 1 because that would be hilarious. Dang it! It's
That's
a natural
a-
20
Oh my god.
for an
Oh.
18 total.
That's hilarious.
Where
My
you,
tail.
if this is where you wanted a natural 1, you screamed
The
to
top of
like
my lungs.
the top of your lungs of this, and like after a couple of seconds that Clarence stepped off and you're like pulled your tail around and you're like, kind of like you're blowing on it in a way that it just hurts, and you think that this kind of helps a little bit.
You know, I'll go ahead and throw in one of my daily features on that scream and say that that'll count as my grovel, cower, and beg. And if an attack was made on Clarence during that round, it would have had advantage.
Oh my god!
That's how bad the scream was.
Okay.
What are you screaming about?
You, as you stopped your scream, it's still echoing, just like a shockwave, just going through the woods, bouncing off of the trees, and you guys can still hear it echoing. At least before that, like, as it seems like part of your party was getting quieter, yours kind of started making sense that you still got some things to try to learn, if you will, until the stomping of the tail happens. But yes.
And like Elisa's just fully using them as bait right now. She's just waiting for something to come and fuck them up.
Just
Let's
rubbing
hide behind
my
a tree or
tail.
something.
I'm just rubbing my tail and blowing on it.
I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It
I
hurt.
didn't mean to. I know you're
Hurt.
a little. You stopped. I don't know why you stopped. Why'd you stop? Like
Because I was being stealthy. I was like tiptoeing, and he does the ching 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 again, and then he like stops. Ching 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 ching. Stop.
I'm sorry I stepped on your tail. I genuinely
hurts.
apologize. I know.
I'm keeping an eye out for
Apologize to
for
his
something
tail.
coming to fuck them up. I'm like just
I-
keeping an eye out.
I take his tail and I go, "I'm sorry, tail," and then I kiss it and I set it back down. Is that better?
Yes.
This is
Okay.
this is too much for
I
me.
pick the tail back up and just kind of keep rubbing it quietly.
This is like the
That's-
worst version of the Rain Man movie I've ever seen.
This is too much. Okay. I love it.
My
I love
internet,
it.
my Discord crashed when he started screaming. That was the worst part.
You were stuck like this too. You were like,
So,
Yeah, you were stuck for like 5 minutes, Cole.
My Discord
so
crashed.
Oh.
as you guys continued slightly walking a little bit, What's everybody's passive?
16.
Or perception.
16.
Yeah,
I-
passive.
But I'm,
11.
but I'm actively looking as well.
13.
Okay.
11.
If you will, Aya, you can do survival. Everybody else do perception check for me.
25.
Oh, well.
I can see that this character
Seven.
rolls quite decent so far.
More than the other one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
Perception.
I love it how I love this character already. She's like just
12.
silent and just looks at everything and just good at everything. I like it.
Good spread.
I kind of like my second roll better on that charisma because it was a 0, despite being the same thing as I had rolled on my stealth. But
Okay. So, as you guys started to travel a little bit, at least you picked this up way before anybody else. Eighth is really lagging behind on these, like, being
Mhm.
aware of his surroundings. You guys can start to start to hear the quite heavy, if you will, of footsteps. Sounds like they're coming in your guys' direction. What do you guys do?
I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
Should probably gotta push
do
the hide.
we re-stealth?
Yes.
I mean, are you guys trying to hide, or like are you
She can't
going?
pass without a trace.
I'll just whisper. I'll just whisper from the shadows, I guess, in that direction. Hide.
I will guide myself and jump into the nearest bush.
I will
Oh my.
roll a stealth check and try to climb up a tree.
All right, so stealth check.
Bye,
You get pass without a trace, which
15
is a
total.
plus 10.
Oh, didn't mean to reroll.
Plus 10. Oh, 31, baby. I'm invisible.
15 total in my bush.
Do I have to roll to
Ooh.
climb a tree?
I
Natural
actually,
20.
I'm going to ask you.
31s.
I want you to make a athletics check just to see how far you go up a tree.
Wait a minute.
231.
I just-
Oh, okay. Yeah.
27
that's not
and
bad.
15.
Yeah.
Okay, so as Garbu, while it was kind of loud, the magical means muffled it pretty heavily. Clarence just, while not high, does just shimmy up a tree and just instant blends. Probably just to as well the nature of his skin, kind of just going with the foliage of the tree. At least you taking part of your environment and finding something decent to hide. Aeth just like
Gets scared shitless and disappears.
he's like a cat,
What is he
except
doing?
it just goes upside down and it just goes into the air. You don't know where, but he's just gone as he quickly dips out as well. But what you guys see as these two humanoids that are walking, carrying. I want to be specific. Okay. Carrying what one looks like to be kind of like a decent sized hammer. And another one seems to be like looks like a tool for maybe mining or farming, but it seems to be holding it in an aggressive state. As they walk by, I'll even to go off a passive. You guys notice that like on the ends of these weapons that they're wielding does appear to be a stained like blood to them. And these humanoids are not necessarily humanoids, if you will, as it looks like it's just almost like a walking sack of meat. There's the skin color to themselves is so grayish dull that it doesn't look natural. There's actually parts of it that's missing, and you can see like the parts of the skeletal structure as they just continue walking, and they're not walking like normal. They're not like peering and trying to find something that's out there. They're not even trying to be stealthy. They're just walking with a purpose, if you will, and it does look like they're trying to see whatever might have made a noise, but they're not like, let's just say, that great at it as they move on. And I'll do this. I'll do this.
Hmm.
Oh no.
Okay.
I hate the question marks.
Me too.
But they don't seem to notice you guys.
Even the 15.
Yeah. As they kind of slumber on by. And probably within, let's say, the next 2 minutes or so, they appear to be out of sight as they seem to have continued walking in the direction, which was only, let's say, about 10 to 30 minutes. So we'll say 20 minutes from where Garbu screamed. So they're not far, but that is the direction that they were going. What do you guys do?
I
guess
even
I'll
see
keep
any of the
looking.
other people, and can they see me? Like,
You
can we
guys,
see?
I'm gonna say you guys kind of have a general sense of each other where like everybody hid.
Like hand gestures, and I'm like,
Um,
Head towards... No. Head to...
uh, Aeth, you don't know that Clarence is trying to give out hand signals. He's slightly too far from you,
Oh,
but
I'm just pointing towards where he came
but
from.
Clarence, you see Aeth as he kind of like peeks out and he's trying to give a hand signal to continue going, but he seems to be just ignoring you altogether.
I'm just gonna break the silence. Should we leave? Should we wait for him to come back and jump him?
What? No. We should head towards their site.
Yeah. Do you want him behind us though?
What if there's more at their site and then we get sandwiched between them?
There's only 2 of them.
I stand by my statement.
Why don't we see if we can find their campsite while we stay hidden? Try to stay hidden. And not step on each other's tails.
It was one time. It wasn't on
That was
purpose. I
okay.
apologize.
Let's get a move on then before they get back.
Let's get a move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to slightly continue pushing then.
Yes.
Okay.
More stealth.
You
Oh
guys.
God.
I'm going to count your stealth the way that that you guys made to hide. I'm going to kind of count this as you guys push along and try to go continue to where these two entities came from. As you guys continue pushing forward, not that long after, you guys come across kind of like a decent size hillish mountain. It's not like tall, but it is of a slight rocky like terrain. As let me check one last thing. Fantastic. Yeah, I can go with that. Why don't we do this?
Bye.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What the?
So before you guys
What
start
in the?
moving everywhere, you see what you can see, but we're going to still have it where you move your amount of movements, if you will, your speed. We're going to keep with this.
Which way did we come from?
Just think of it as the top left of the map. You guys are kind of coming in an angle-ish to this, and you guys kind of see that this mountain is like I don't want to keep saying mountain because it's not, but this rockish hill seems to have kind of like an opening on the side. And I am so. What are you guys doing?
Hey, Garbu.
Yeah.
So,
Don't step
I
on
know-
my tail again, please.
I literally already apologized. Can we just move past this as adults? You know,
We can. I
It's like-
it hurt a lot. I didn't.
I
want it to
I
happen.
literally kissed your tail.
I know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have a healing spell now.
I prepared a healing spell.
I hope so. You're a cleric. Anyway,
I didn't
Oh.
last time.
so you're really good at seeing like undead guys, right? That's not reassuring, but
I can sense them. I don't know if that's seeing. It was
Well-
more the matter of the phrasing.
those guys back there kind of looked undead, and
Mhm.
I'm assuming there's going to be more. I
I
figure if
kind
you
of
can-
assumed they were undead aberrations.
Yeah, I
like
figure if you
that.
can tell us where they're at before we go in, we might be at an advantage here.
Yeah, I can like sense the general direction of them.
Just to kind of put a slight order to this, if I need it, I'm gonna do this.
Oh. Oh no.
But
Question
this
mark?
Oh no.
this is just for me.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll cast a nice. Detect evil and good. Do I sense the direction of any undead or aberrations or undead aberrations within 30 feet of me? And which direction they're coming from?
Let me see. Da-da-da-da-da. I want to try to do this, but anyways, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Currently, no. There is nothing within 30-ish feet of you.
You're still sensing me.
He's nothing. We're good.
I say we go in there. That or unless you guys have a better way to scout.
How about somebody who's stealthy just kind of holds me out in front of them and walks forward?
You're very heavy with your art, with your pots. Why don't we just try to
Weighs a lot.
keep quiet and see if we can spot anything before we rush in?
My armor weighs. It pretty much doubles my weight.
Exactly.
My armor literally doubles my weight. I currently weigh 102. Without the armor, I wouldn't.
So, what are you guys doing? Are you pushing in? Are you? Is somebody
Do we see?
scouting? Are you all going in at once? Are you guys saying F this?
I'll walk forward, I guess. I'm stealthy.
Yeah, let's just walk forward, I guess. Is
Alright.
Pass Without a Trace still on us?
Which way is forward? This
I'm gonna say
way or
yes.
this way?
It's you're getting closer to the end, but it's not like right at the end.
Why don't we try to be stealthy and just
So-
go on in there?
If
Yeah.
you're moving, go ahead and move your set speed, if you will.
Which way is considered forward from where we are? This way?
I'm
or-
gonna say downwards. I'm gonna say you guys notice this better than the other one.
Do I sense anything now? 30 feet of myself. I don't know if you can turn on like an aura,
Nope.
like on roll 20 or.
I was looking, but I'm not gonna bother. I might have figured that out later. I have a general sense of. So.
Here, actually.
Okay.
Are we just going in?
If
I'll
you
do it.
guys go ahead and make another round of movement if you want.
I look at Clarence. Are we going in?
What do you guys think?
Can I try and get a feel for anything that, if there's anything near us, close by or anything?
Make a survival. No, perception. Go ahead and make a perception.
Perception. Okay.
And I'm going off of this with sound for 6. It's
6. Yeah.
You hear Garbu?
it because of what you guys have passed and feeling the off-putting negative energy that they give and kind of knowing what you guys are coming across, you kind of hear your heart pound a little bit more than anything else.
Okay.
So,
all right, let's keep
Keep going.
Yes.
Anything within 30 feet now? That direction. That
Nope.
direction, 30 feet.
See,
Oh, what is that?
I don't feel
That's me.
anything yet.
but it's centered, but I can keep moving it. That's fine.
It's a 30-foot radius, not diameter.
Well, who cares?
Could be twice that.
I can make it that way.
I'll hold this
Oh.
out if you need a comparison.
Delete that.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll delete that.
Oh my god.
There you
It's on my
go.
purple.
Freaking cow.
I got you. So, yeah, nothing at the moment. If you guys want, you have another round of movement.
Do we get an idea where the traffic is going through? Like down the left path or the right path?
I would say for others, you could kind of tell that the path that's slightly north east of you is kind of going back out to another open like outside. So it seems like there was like 2 entrances, if you will, that leads to this one congestion of a spot that where you're at.
Okay.
Can I move this 10 feet and then check and see which way it looks like people are going? Do
Sure.
I sense anything when I move that 10 feet, or
You don't, but
do
you
I see something?
you do see where there's this almost same creature, but another one that is different. That's not like this one appears to be kind of more like an elf size, but they also appear to be in this outfits and stuff, and you can see a little bit of it as on. I am going to now add that in there,
Ooh.
and
Oh.
on its turn, it
Do I
is
roll initiatives, or...
no. Hold on.
So did anybody else see that before? What, like, because I was walking into the room first. Did anyone
You
else
kind of
see?
saw
I
it
saw it.
as I would say Clarence. I'll say this, Clarence, you didn't.
Okay.
But Garber, you saw it as it was starting to walk out of your vision, as it started molding with the darkness, because it is nighttime for you guys. Like it's getting to not like super late, but it's getting dark outside. So as in this pitch black cave where you kind of saw him, because I know you guys have dark vision, where you kind of saw him, he kind of continued going away into the shadows. So, you have another round of movements for you guys.
Which way did he go?
just trying not to say anything and just pointing.
Aeve is not paying attention to you.
Arby, you can whisper.
He went that way, and I just point again.
So we know which way he went. Did he look
Yes.
like he was running? Or was he just like patrolling? Oh, okay.
Patrol, right?
Yeah.
Like he was just walking in the cave, GM.
Yeah, it wasn't like you like looked at him and he looked at you and was like, "Oh no." No, it's he was you saw the back of him as he was walking away.
Can I investigate this room we're in real quick, just like from a quick glance or perception or whatever, and see if I see any like extra passages or weird ways out of here?
Go for it. Like hidden passages or just passages?
Well, I mean, obviously I know the ones behind us, and I can see the whatever that is. Like I'm assuming that's like a little stream or.
It's just another passage.
Like a hidden.
Like in a way, it looks like there was one that you could walk on like solid rock, and another one that you could walk like kind of like within the water.
Okay.
But it's not deep. This is like, I don't know, a foot high, if you will.
So that I can move it myself.
Okay.
That might be easier.
I will get rid of that. Thank you.
He's still not within my range. I still can't quite sense him, but.
Okay. On his turn. Okay. Okay. You guys have another round to do things. As it, Garbu, for you, since you can see that, like, he kind of goes to what looks like might open up a little bit more of an alcove, maybe, and kind of like he's stopping. He's just like doing a very awkward, kind of creepy vibe of look around type thing.
I move up to here. Do not like what I can see now. Do I sense him now?
Nope.
Okay. I'll move here. Let me move the spell thing as well. He's right on the edge. Do I sense him? He's coming up as an undead aberration again? In that direction?
It's like he's kind of barely mingling in and out, but what little bit it kind of keeps popping up is like almost like it's repeating as he goes out. It kind of stops and then kind of wobbles back in. It repeats, just undead, 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 undead.
But also a little sad I don't have my channel divinity anymore because I made a rowboat.
Everybody else done with their movement, correct? And this is like you gotta keep track of every turn that you guys.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to move because I was pulling out hairs from my cat.
No, you're fine. I'm just making sure people, because I'm trying to make sure they, since we're not in combat, I'm putting them after you guys. Ew, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make sure they're after you. So it's like if you guys are like, yes, I've done everything I can do, then I'm moving them.
I have 5 feet of movement left, so once I pick up that he's undead, I will just sort of back around the corner.
Okay.
And I will hold my action to, if I sense him coming back this way, I'm sprinting back out.
Okay.
If he comes back into my 30-foot radius, I'm sprinting. I'm holding my action to do that.
Okay. Anybody else?
Or dash.
I think if we're gonna fight, we should probably fight here because it's a bottleneck.
Okay, then maybe not hold that. Okay, fine. I'll hold my action for something else then.
What do you guys
hold it
think?
For a cantrip.
I should. If he does come back, we need to take him out quickly, quietly.
You see, like Elise probably like her face change a little bit, and she just goes, "I mean, it's us or them," and I will activate my starry form, and I will just go like, "We get your stuff out, guys," because I'm just gonna go.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Okay. Are we doing? Are we like getting ready?
I'm lining up a guiding bolt on that motherfucker standing over there.
Yeah, I'll get the sword. I'll change the cane into the sword.
Okay. So,
Can I do a
on
bonus action?
what?
Shield of Faith.
Sure.
It'll drop my concentration on the detect evil and good.
Yeah,
Are we
that,
doing
Knows
bonus
if they're
action?
regular
that's
undeads.
it. This is your guys' turn. So if you done your movement, if you're holding your action, bonus action, whatever you need to do, so that I can do their turn next.
They're regular undeads, right?
Fuck if I know.
I'm actually summoning Force Ballista this time.
Okay. I know the drill as. Ba-doop.
Then I'm gonna hold my action to shoot somebody with the fucking Force Ballista.
Okay.
Is that loud? That's probably loud.
Oh yeah.
You'll find out.
Loud, but...
So since you're doing Shield of Faith, if you'll drop your good and evil.
Yep.
Now we don't know if they're bad guys.
They're done.
I would also taken one step.
I saw 2 dead bodies and one that wasn't dead.
So on his turn, he goes. Okay, so as he starts to turn around and he kind of starts to get closer and closer, like coming up to you guys, as he's like walking up the steps, I know what I can do. See if he notices.
He just walks straight up into the middle of it.
See if he notices a guiding bolt being fired into his face.
The way you guys are kind of positioned is a slight. I'm looking at it in a way that you guys could probably really lean close to the walls and just prepare to sneak up or sneak attack on somebody.
I'm holding a guiding bolt after my bonus.
So I'm going to see if he notices.
Not guiding bolt, the cantrip. What's that called?
Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
Everybody, no, because I'm using y'all's last stealth.
I mean, if you want, you could reroll it, because we've been like actively doing things.
You have, but I like this because I feel like this is going to be kind of funny. Okay. So you guys, as it's the next turn, this is up to you if you're going to release it now or if wait until he gets like a lot closer in, but whatever you're holding, if it was a spell, it would be wasted.
I'm shooting.
I'll shoot and I'll
this would be y'all's turn was to hold. He didn't get close enough.
I cast Sacred Flame that I was holding.
Okay.
Eldritch Black.
Oh, that's some low fucking damage right there.
This thing probably doesn't have a high DC. AC, I meant.
Does that hit?
How do I do this part?
Do what?
The Force Ballista.
Yeah.
You just there's the when you go to quote unquote the ballista. If you go to its features, just roll the Force Ballista part.
Oh, okay. So.
Oh, flamethrower, Force Ballista.
Cannon. Wait.
Yeah, you should see the dice when you hover over the name Force Ballista, and you just
and then
click the dice.
Under features?
Yeah.
Yeah. On Eldritch Cannon. On Terrence's card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Terrence's card. I'm so sorry. I was like, what are you? Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, you might have an advantage depending on if my guiding bolt hit.
Yeah. Did the guiding bolt hit?
It doesn't matter anyway.
I will go in order the way it was put out first.
I have to
Ah.
change that because it's actually. It's like I have my spell attack bonus that I can use on that, right?
Yeah, there's a lot more than that.
So yeah, there's like
Uh,
six more.
Figured that out.
Oh, no. I
Okay,
didn't
well
do
we'll
that.
get to that in a second. We'll do one at a time. So I'm going to say it has. I'm going to consider this a surprise, and it doesn't notice you guys. So this will be a disadvantage on the dexterity check. Okay.
It didn't matter.
So it takes the 7 damage. Then
He's pushed 5 feet back too.
as what, by the sacred flame?
No, by the force ballista.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
Okay,
I'm not
sorry.
So Eighth might not get his shot then.
As it kind of like lights up in fire for just a split second, Clarence, just like over your head, of a bolt comes flying and hits him, which it does. Takes the 8 damage, which gives him your Eldritch Cannon advantage, but it hits anyway. And you said that what, your Eldritch Blast or the Force Ballista is supposed to do extra?
Force Ballista pushes him back.
It pushes him 5 feet away. That's all.
No, you said something about damage.
Oh, so like my
Oh.
spell attack modifier didn't apply, which is like plus
My-
5 or 6.
Mine didn't either.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look at that in a moment then.
It's only like plus my charisma modifier.
Mine did.
Is it? It should be plus proficiency for you in your Force Ballista.
You don't get my intelligence modifier either.
I don't know. Let me look it up.
As you guys are doing that, the Force Ballista, just this loud, almost like sonic bang as it goes off. Not as loud like a thunderclap, if you will, but still loud enough in this small little alcove that you guys are in. As it rocks this creature, I'm going to even for a slight flavor, as it slams it into a wall and kind of like rolls all the way over there, as it's dead.
Nice.
Did I?
Actually, the Force Ballista is just 2d8. It doesn't get any bonuses.
Okay, it doesn't get the other ones. Okay.
But
Wait, it doesn't?
Doesn't get any bonuses for damage. It gets
No,
your
I'm
bonus to
sorry.
hit. It gets your bonus to hit, but it doesn't get your any
Yeah,
damage
yeah.
bonuses.
To do that.
So I do get the intelligence modifier as well then, right?
You have to hit, yeah, you do.
Yeah, to hit. Okay. That was what I was wondering about.
You get
Okay.
intelligence proficiency.
I got it to apply the proficiency. For some reason, it won't take.
well, it's fine. We'll take care of when we need to. As this is still a giant learn in progress thing anyway. But your Eldritch Blast, as you go to send it, it just kind of sparks and kind of blows a little bit of chunk in the wall as, I mean, like you missed, but the creature was already dead. So
It comes back to our turn.
as it does, I will say now your surprise is, your surprise
Still
is over.
surprised?
That's for sure.
Oh.
Here's one less zombie, plus the 2 that we lured out of the cave. Ooh, Durgar.
21.
I can't get it to apply. Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Okay.
We need to roll
Oh,
initiative.
well. Yeah, we probably should, right?
You guys are already in initiative. That's why I had you guys roll to begin with. But now we will begin, and I am going to change this to, let's do this one. So, Clarence, it is your turn, as you can hear the sounds of more shuffling in the background. You could tell that there are things coming in.
So, my Force Ballista has a range of 120 feet. Do I have a line to hit both those guys from where it's standing, or does it hit that little corner of the wall?
Who are you aiming at?
It would be the bottom guy, I guess, or the top guy. I don't know if I can thread the needle there. I have the range. I just don't know if I have
How much
the,
intelligence? How much intelligence do you have?
17 or 18. Let me look. 17.
Okay, because like you have to just temporarily, or we have to just make the intelligence of the Eldritch Cannon 17, so it uses your modifier,
Oh, okay,
and then it should add the things correctly.
that
Okay.
makes sense.
Just give it all your stats, basically.
Well, it has specific stats for some things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just so
But
it gets
yeah,
the
if you
bonus
want
on
to,
the
if you want to go ahead
Yep,
and
there it
change it to 17.
Yeah,
for
I
the
did it already.
Thank you.
So you're trying to hit. Okay.
I don't know if it does hit or not. Is what I'm saying because it's very thread the
May.
needle-y.
You know what? No, I'm gonna roll with this. You're going to try. Okay. Is that your shot that you did, or was that just?
That was a test roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can roll
Then
again.
that's fine. So go ahead. You're aiming at what you see in the background. So go ahead and fire away.
Don't do me wrong. All right.
Okay.
Not bad.
As this another just sonic boom as it comes ricocheting past, barely clipping the wall, but still just impact as things do kind of seem to move out of the way, if you will, almost like an explosion. What else are you doing?
And then I want to cast. Can I cast? How far can I cast? I want to cast Sanctuary on Garbu.
Cast Sanctuary on Garbu? Sure.
I don't already have a high AC.
I know.
Anything else?
And then I'm just gonna try to hug this wall or as close to it as I can. I'm not gonna like move anywhere, but
Okay. He is going to. We'll put him there. Checking to make. Oh, go back. There you go. Okay. Aeth, what are you doing?
I will move 25 feet down here.
Okay.
I don't see any. 5 feet.
It just walks into a trap.
I see that one right there. Do I?
You can. Yeah. It seems like it's starting to come into your range.
I'll cast Hex on him as my bonus action.
Okay. We'll consider him. I'll just keep doing the skull.
I check on the dice for that.
Actually, let's do it this way.
Oh. There we go. I'll click on the dice for it.
What are you doing?
Oh no, I was just click on Hex. And then I'll shoot an Eldritch Blast.
Alright, go for it.
Or I'll just roll the Eldritch Blast first. 23 plus 4, that's 5 plus Hex. No, why did it do attack? Weird.
It's
Your hex keeps doing that.
I'll
It's a D6.
I'll look at it later.
Okay. No. Wait. Stop it. Okay. D6. Two, so 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And I am just gonna be like hugging that wall a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, he has disadvantage on dexterity checks.
Very good. Why not? As that one comes into view, hearing the splashing sounds of multiple directions as things are approaching. Garber, what are you doing?
Here first. I see this guy over here's dead. I see this enemy here. I see two enemies right here, actually. Can I move through a spot? Am I small enough?
Yeah, why not?
There's 5 more. Can I move through an enemy spot if I'm not?
It costs an additional movement to go through an enemy's.
15,
20.
20. So I would only be able to move into his spot.
Then that would be a no.
I'll end here, I guess, and then I'll bonus action. Spiritual weapon.
Fantastic.
On the other side of him, a dented frying pan will appear.
Now, just to make sure you're aware, spiritual weapon does not get advantage from flanking.
No. So it's only an 8, so it misses, but it's out on the field.
Yes, it is now out on the field.
And then that'll be that, and then like regular attack 14 to hit.
As you kind of like to go and swing, it just like not like its movement is superb anyway, but it blocks the attack.
Okay.
Anything else?
Turn to 8.
Okay. Elise.
Still ignoring you. Ah, he had to hurry back.
I know he heard the call.
She wants to fuck shit. He wants to fuck more shit up. Well, we can't hear you, Leroy.
I'll go shoot at
Oh, I didn't know you
No, I was mumbling to myself, so it wasn't anything useful. I guess I'll go fuck up that guy over there that's standing next to Garbu.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I assume that missed this.
That miss.
We are not having a great time with that.
It's fine. It's fine. No, let's shoot, and then my archer will pop out again and shoot him in the face. Let's see if you do any better. Yeah, there you go. That one does better.
Hey, that hits.
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
I mean, the archer seems to be my most successful thing on the character.
Yeah.
Doing anything else?
I'll move back a little bit to give some space for
Radiant
people.
damage seem to do any extra?
No.
Out of
There's
curiosity.
very few things. There's very few things that are actually vulnerable to it.
Thought it was worth asking.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
This
Yeah.
one.
Did the first time it cut you off and said you couldn't go that way?
Okay. This one. Yeah, why not? Okay. Clarence.
So, little Terry going to take a little road trip.
Road trip.
We'll bring him right here. I think that's as far as it can go. No, I can get one more. Right here.
I'll say it will, because of that is a tight space. It will cost you just a 1 5 piece of movement.
Okay, so I'll just keep it right here, or do you want me to move back further?
If you said it had an additional spot, just keep it where you have it.
Okay. And then I would like to come as far out as I can. How far can I get? Because Elise is in the way, and now well, I can share space with Terrence, but
I'm sorry, do what?
You can also share space with me, I think, because you're a small creature, right?
yeah, I mean I can share
Yeah.
space with any of them.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Yeah, you can share.
Yeah.
You can share space with any of us.
Then I'll just stand on Terrence. Oh my God, that was not what I expected to see. Okay, well,
You're gone.
You've been eaten by the cannon.
I'm gonna move back one more spot, and then I'm gonna shoot the force ballista.
Okay.
I'll do the front guy, and can I try to like impale him in the wall because of the angle? Because I don't want him to hit Garbu.
I mean, it doesn't go through people.
Okay, well I wanted to double because he's gonna move 5 feet,
If it
which would
is.
put him in Garbu's space.
I mean, he's. What are you talking about? Oh, it will push. Nah, the
Yeah.
way if it pushes him, it'll probably like hit the wall or Garbu, but it won't push him into his space.
Okay.
Because there's no space to go.
That's rough.
I can shoot
But
space.
you do hit the rock formation behind him.
Okay, and then I'm going to.
We are not making any hits right now.
Nope.
I made a hit.
I did too.
You made a hit, not you.
It is me.
Oh wow.
I just had to try.
And then I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at the same guy.
Okay,
Okay,
There you go.
that hits.
That's slightly better.
Good hit.
And then yeah, and then I'm just gonna chill here. Hope to God I don't die.
Nice. All right, his turn.
Oh my God.
As he comes running up, he had a target first, so he is going for Aeth.
Sorry, Ace.
That's all right.
To be a warlock.
Okay, just checking.
Being a warlock. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
Okay,
I've
Okay.
done that as a warlock.
he won't be able to. That's fine. We will just do a very basic.
Miss.
Fantastic. As he just tries to go and swing on you. Aeth.
Alrighty. I hear him rushing towards me, so I will take out. I'll use my sword and make an attack against him. Ooh, a 19.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Plus hex damage. For 9 points of damage.
Nice.
Daddy, you want my beef for bread?
And then I'll move down right here a little bit.
Okay.
Give Garbu a bit of flanking.
Alrighty then. He.
While he has flanking on Garbu, I'm giving Garbu flanking on the other
You have
guy.
to roll a wisdom saving throw first of all.
He does.
Does he?
Yes, because
Or
Garbu
since
has.
you made a spell?
Or he can't target me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about
I don't think that passes, does it?
Nope,
No.
I have 13, I believe.
So you can't target me.
Would he attack a spiritual weapon then?
No. If he.
Attack a floating, glowing frying pan.
No. But what he will do is he will go around.
Do I get opportunity?
Ah.
On that?
Yeah.
On that bad boy.
Where did he go? Oh, I see now. Okay.
23 for 3 damage.
That was a really sad.
Yeah.
That was a sad
Really hard
3.
roll.
Nice damage.
And
He has advantage on me since he's flanking.
he will. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's 7. Just barely hits.
The 14.
Or not, 14. 14. 14.
All right.
Is it
That's my
hitting
armor
him or
class.
my cannon?
No, he's hitting Aeth.
Okay.
He had
I
a
gotta roll.
as a target because apparently they just
I-
picked a target.
I gotta roll a
and decided to be
constitution.
front and center.
Yeah.
I gotta roll a
Roll
constitution.
me a con check.
Con-
Hey,
Oh.
there you go.
No.
He's just
Uh,
barely.
Barely, but it's still
Garbu,
there.
what you doing?
Well, I see one that's currently right beside Clarence, and I don't really like that. So first of all, my spiritual weapon's gonna move over to here in front of Clarence, and then it's gonna make its attack. Over here.
That
21 to
hits.
hit for 7 damage to this guy.
Yep.
And then I'm also going to attack that guy.
Would he get flanking for that?
Are you attacking the same one?
Yeah.
'Kay.
So I would have advantage.
Yeah, you would.
21 to hit.
It hits.
4 damage. 11 damage. I probably should have done my sacred flame. I think
Well.
it would have.
As you go to start cracking on it, it starts to fall into place. Anything else?
It's not a skeleton, is it? A bludgeoning weapon wouldn't do extra damage, would it?
Oh,
Nope.
shoot! I was trying to look to see.
I will, after it's dead, I will move into the same space as my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
At
Taking
least.
up a defensive position in front of Terrence.
Oh, there's a lot of shit in front of me right now.
There is. Makes it kind of hard, doesn't it?
Too much shit in front of me.
Listen, we have two
Um,
small things you could step over. One of us
That's
is
actually
2 feet
true.
tall, and the other one's 3 feet tall.
That's actually true.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for her bonus action, she will summon her cosmic blade. I'm using that to burn the spell slot. I'm not actually attacking with it yet.
Okay.
And then for her action, she is going to. She is going to create Starfire on the right guy's location. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Or take 2 damage.
He
Takes 2 damage.
The 2 damage. Anything else?
Yeah, and if it starts or ends its turn in there, it has to make another one.
Does selecting target work? Like, if we select a target and roll our attack, would it automatically apply everything?
Nope.
No? Okay. Figured it was worth asking.
That was her
It's
turn.
more like, for me, I can select it, and then I can come over to the chat, and I can hit the buttons, and it would do that. This one, as it... Can I... But I don't think it does anything.
As our frontline fighter.
Mm-hmm.
A
Oh yeah.
What happens when you walk into the room first?
You die.
There we go. He looks.
Yes.
I
As
played characters whose whole thing was walking into a room first. I had an earth elemental chase me back out of a temple until I found the rest of the group.
as this one starts to get approach to you guys, he's getting bigger and bigger in size.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's not.
And I'm right there.
Bad. Nice knowing you, 8.
So for this one,
He's technically not flanking, so he doesn't get advantage.
Am I counted as 8th enemy right now? Can I count myself as 8th
Okay.
enemy specifically for my character?
so he is going to attack, and I'll say he doesn't have advantage, but not like he needs it.
Gonna dick you anyway.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just to make sure. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh,
But then it rolls so
And-
low.
oh my goodness.
And to put a little bit of perspective on it, that to put more perspective on it of why and the effect of as he got bigger, that is a 48 to hit. As it doubles its dice.
Well, if it doubles
Does it
the
double
dice,
the damage?
44.
It doubles both the attack and damage. So
So
3,
10.
4, 5, take 10.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. That is not
The
good.
8th shouldn't be on the front line.
Maybe not.
This one, who is also
About to go down.
going to go after.
He would have advantage because he's flanking.
14.
He would.
Yeah. Again?
He didn't even need
What
it.
is this? What is it?
Cole, maybe your warlock shouldn't be on the front lines. Just
Is he dead?
Man, I got 1 hit point.
Joseph did say
One.
he was gonna kill us today.
I gotta roll another Constitution.
Can you beat the 14, half of which is 7, which brings the save to 10?
Oh, that guy, by the way, has to make a dexterity saving throw now because he ended his turn in the fire.
Hey, look at you.
Hey. That's 8th goes unconscious. Oh dear God, 8th.
Oh, he fails. Another 2 damage.
I have 1 hit point. I'm not dead yet.
Okay.
He's slowly burning to my fire.
Slowly, yeah.
Slowly.
Clarence, what are you doing?
I want to shoot the guy right in front of me, I guess.
Go for it.
Wait, why are you shooting me?
No,
Me?
obviously.
Oh, you're talking
in
about
front of the
you.
cannon.
In front of Terrence.
If
In
you,
front of Terrence, yeah.
you're talking about you, Clarence is shooting, right?
No, I'm sorry. Terrence will take a force ballista shot on the guy directly below Terrence.
Okay,
Like-
if I'm correct, Force Ballista's range, so that it will be
You shoot at the big guy so you don't get disadvantage.
that will be disadvantage.
Can I shoot
Because-
at the big guy?
You can,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just if you try to do a range while in like melee proximity, it's disadvantage.
Okay.
That's in a sense that's what the flamethrower is for melee.
Well, then.
Shoot the big guy, lol.
Yeah. So I will aim for the big guy.
Okay.
To God it is. Nope.
I mean, probably hits.
Yeah, that
Might
hits.
hit, that's 16.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then he gets pushed 5 feet back, and then for my action, since that was my bonus action, I'm gonna
Out
cast.
of curiosity, is there a size or is it just to make sure?
No, it just says it is pushed up to 5 feet away. It doesn't matter if it's a creature.
Thank you.
So essentially, even if you're fighting like a fucking kraken, it will still push the kraken 5 feet away.
I'll accept
Do
it.
I get a?
No,
do I get
you,
an attack of opportunity?
no, you do.
don't?
Nobody will get an
No, 'cause it's
opportunity
forced-
on a
it's forced
forced
movement.
push.
Oh,
What
it's
if you're
forced.
fighting like an Earth
Yeah.
Titan?
Yeah, it's you get 7 health, Eighth,
Ooh, yay!
and then I'm gonna stand right here, I guess. I don't.
Isn't Cure Wounds touch?
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
can move one on top
Yeah, I
of you,
can
then move
literally
back in.
go in your
Well,
space and back.
Oh,
right?
then you technically
No,
have to stand
no,
still.
you
You
can't.
stand still.
You
You
wouldn't be able to move back.
you won't
because
be
I'll
able
move
to
back.
move into Garbu spaces. Y'all are the same size.
You can
Okay.
move into your cannon space, I guess.
Yeah, could I move into my cannon space?
Then you're only in range
Sure.
of 1 Duergar instead of 2 as well.
Right.
Much better.
Yeah.
So are you moving back?
If I'm allowed.
I mean, you'll
You can
get an
take opportunity.
opportunity attack.
You know what? I'll stand here. I have a relatively high AC and I have shield as a
Okay.
reaction.
AS.
Yeah. Can I, as my bonus action, move my hex over on the one that's currently on fire?
Sure.
Since it got killed.
Should have got rid of the flanking.
I think that's what he's trying to do.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to
And
kill
then
somebody.
I'm gonna attack the one that I have hex currently.
Go for it.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, okay.
Hex may
One.
not get advantage on the people they have hexed, or
Nope.
Nope.
there's gotta be something, right?
Nope. You just gotta stop sucking.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna. You know what? I'll move. I'm actually gonna move.
You're gonna get dicked.
This is the longsword that you carry with you, correct? Like the one
Yes.
you started off with?
Yeah.
Make me a strength check.
Okay. Here we go.
It's a
Ability
The
check.
allies and
Oh, yeah.
corrupt them.
That's good.
17.
Okay. It is, you slam it against the pillar of stone, and it is heavily cracked.
The sword?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Um,
Alright. I will. I'll move to be on top of this dead body. I know that one will attack from this guy, but I gotta
Big guy
move.
might have a range of 10 feet. Says a quid pro quo.
Well, I was
got it.
judging his space here, and if he had to move back, he unfortunately would not reach. So,
Unfortunately.
unfortunately.
Fortunately for who?
But so yeah, you will take the one,
Yes.
and it would still be with advantage because you were still flanked.
Mm-hmm.
17.
I
Lose that 7 HP that you had.
Back down to 1.
am back down to 1.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Roll me a D10, Aeth.
Four.
You have 4 more swipes with that sword until it breaks.
Oh no.
So keep that in mind.
Okay.
This guy, are we sticking with or are we changing? Why do I keep rolling it off the table?
You gonna go after
As he
Warlock
turns
boy?
to this goblin who kind of popped up next to him.
Hey, gang.
Now there's. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. Please come back, baby. Come back. There we go.
I forgot to roll that earlier.
Is he got advantage? Because if he doesn't, that doesn't hit.
No.
Okay.
I wish. I mean, if it, you know, if it was the 8th, it would have. But.
Right.
Oh yes, it would have.
Look how Ace has a skull over him right now.
Shit, premonitions.
It must be coming up. Okay. He. Yep. Garber, what you got?
I look at Ace. Even I'm gonna heal you. Odd, I'm not.
Oh my
God. Just so we're clear. He's
Well,
sounding
if you-
very-
God, it's
if you-
so.
He's
if you
gonna
have that reaction,
intentionally
you
roll
shouldn't
low.
heal.
Seven,
Oh,
there's
that-
seven back.
Thank you.
I'm gonna step all the way up to the big guy. Just kind of look up at him like,
I thought you were flipping him off for a second there.
Okay.
like make eyes at him, and as I do that, I'm gonna have the spiritual weapon move up behind me. And I'm gonna have the spiritual weapon attack the guy beside Clarence.
Okay.
If I can find the button for it. Oof.
Lucky.
Wow.
That
we
spot
are
is
not
that
hitting
spot
these
is
rolls.
that spot is not lucky. That spot's just not
Natty
lucky.
one.
All right.
That's the pain train spot.
Anything else?
That was my movement, my action, and my bonus.
Fantastic. Elise.
Oh, yay.
Ace is dying.
Stop dying. I'm gonna move forward.
Stop.
I'm gonna
Not yet.
I'm gonna hit the one in the fire, the one that's standing in the fire, being dicked by the fire right now.
That will help me out a lot if you do.
As I'm walking there, I'm gonna shoot my arrow at him first. As I'm walking, can't be arsed moving myself back again. Too much effort. Hey, there you go. Crit this motherfucker.
Damage.
Yeah, that
And then as he gets like hit by that arrow as I'm walking towards him, the sword will come into his face and misses.
you'll have to pick a different target as
No,
Oh, is he dead?
it's fine,
because
it's fine,
because
it's
your
fine.
arrow as it goes into him, it kind of like pierces through him, and it's just like starts to crumble down.
Oh, good. I'll just since I won't re-roll, I'll just take this damage. As he's like crumbling, I don't notice it yet, and I just slash the corpse into. Oh, it's already dead. Fuck.
Because that's gonna be a miss anyways, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So I just flavor it like that. I'll flavor my miss like that. That I cut his corpse even more.
We'll keep it. Good job. His turn.
It is safe.
Thank you.
I've created so much in combat with this with Elise. It's great.
Well, hold on.
Deciding if you still want to go after 8.
He has his target, and he goes over you into, like, it's really cramped, but he just kind of like marches over you. And Garber, as you kind of like see as his legs go over you, like it looks like rotting flesh, or flesh that's like probably been dead a long time.
Oh, he needs to roll a dexterity saving throw because he walks into the fire.
Hey.
Hey.
Could I?
Okay.
DM, could I make a strength check to try and keep him from going past me?
No.
I think he has so much strength, doesn't he? He just yeets himself over
Really
you.
worth asking.
Roll me the dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
He meets it. He meets it, so he beats it. There you go.
He nothing is stopping him as he marches up to Aeth and just hammers down on it. That
God,
is-
that misses.
Hold on, that is because it doubles it. That's 18.
Haha.
That's 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yeah, that does hit.
Oh, you can roll me another dexterity saving throw by the way, because it ends his turn there, I assume.
He
gotta-
can move right there. Because
Okay,
that's
I'm at
5,
You get an
10,
Little
opportunity
bitch.
attack from me.
15, 20. Yeah, he can move there.
And then he gets opportunity attack. Haha.
That's fine.
Roll it up. Roll it opportunity attack.
You know what? No, he won't be that smart. He ain't gonna be that smart.
Dang, dang.
Oh, you avoided a fucking
What?
crit there.
He ain't that smart.
I was rolling the
Oh!
He'll end his turn there with a dex save.
Hey, he fails.
Doiled it. Doiled it.
Well, I did 8 damage, so he took 8 damage anyway. So he took like 1, he would have taken 1 less damage than from your crit.
You know what? That makes it better.
Yeah. We got him.
Okay.
We'll gang up with him together.
Forging an alliance.
Clarence.
Oh hi, that's me.
Oh, hi.
Shoot big guy.
Hey.
Go for it.
Cannon. Oh,
Oh.
that's not great. Okay. Well,
It's like as it shoots, it happens to go through it, but it's like it doesn't feel like it phased it for whatever reason.
what are the rules for it not be disadvantaged? That way I know for the future. Is it over 20?
What are you talking about?
For like, because you said it's a ranged attack. I don't know what the minimum range is for it
It's
to not take disadvantage.
Melee,
Like-
so that 5 feet. So anything that surrounds the cannon in that 5 feet is
So
disadvantaged.
that one wasn't a
So you
disadvantage.
could have
No.
targeted the big
Okay.
guy.
I
Oh, you
did.
still roll a 7.
I mean, you
Yes.
still rolled it. Yeah, you still rolled a 7, but he
I was just wondering what the threshold was.
actually
Melee range.
he's large, so technically yes, it is disadvantaged because he takes up a lot of that space.
Then that works. I
That's-
just wanted to clarify because I'm not
But
sure.
yeah,
on that.
it is wherever your cannon's at. It's 5 feet around it.
Okay.
So you know,
Like where Elise is and where that one Durgar is.
yeah. So like
would
where
have
you're sitting, you're sitting on your cannon. So anything in that area would be disadvantaged to shoot a long range attack.
I am in that gentleman right there in front of me's space. So if I go over to here, is that going to give him an opportunity attack, or am I still good?
It would be an opportunity.
I'm going to try that.
On the small guy?
The
No,
little
the
guy,
big
yeah.
one.
Oh
No,
yeah,
the big one.
one.
So he does
Oh,
have a range
crap.
of 10 feet.
No, he's a large
no, he's
creature,
5.
so he's take up more spaces.
Yeah. How about instead of that, because I have 30 feet of movement, can I just go over here on this side of
Don't
him
you
and
have
take the
nimble-
opportunity?
Oh, you already used the
Yeah, I
cannon.
already used. And then come over here.
But then you get an opportunity attack from the little guy.
I would much rather have him hit me than the big guy.
Sure.
Okay, I'll take my damage.
Roll con save on that sanctuary.
Fuck.
You
Forgot
have to
about
beat
that.
a 10.
Yeah, that's
Hey, easy.
definitely.
Not bad.
And then I'm gonna use Tasha's, and it should hit both of them.
The acid splash.
Yep.
It's a line, so yeah.
Yeah, and then it'll go like right here, obviously.
Big 3 damage.
That's not bad.
No, but they also have to do the saves at the end of each of their turns.
Well, only one of them failed though.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
bottom one
was
failed.
the little one.
Yeah. So he'll take 3, and then he'll have to do a save later.
Aeth.
I will
Dead.
move. Yes, I am very close to death. I will move right there. I'm gonna put the hex. I have hex on the big guy, right?
You don't, but you can if you want.
You move it over
Yeah, I'll
to
move it
the
on
guy
to-
who just died.
Because
Yeah,
me
who just
take
died.
it off on that one.
Put it on him. Let's do strength for him.
And what does that do
Since
again?
just gives him
Checks.
disadvantage on strength. Just strength checks.
Okay. I'm gonna move this guy like right there just to keep him out of the way for now.
Yeah. And then there is since I'm flanking with Garbu, do I get advantage on that attack?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Break your sword. Roll another net 1. Double net 1.
Alright, here we go.
No,
14.
that
I
miss.
mean, that's
Is that-
3 more
that misses?
attacks with that sword.
That
3
misses.
more swing. Okay. Alright. So that's my action and my bonus action.
Okay. Him. Oh, he's going to try it at least. No, he can't target you, so he'll target Elise.
Misses.
Fantastic. He takes
Do I
how
have the,
much
do I
damage
have the
because
highest? Oh,
he ends his turn in the acid line thing.
I think it was 3.
3.
3.
The damage gets rerolled each time, I believe, right?
Sure, I don't care.
Okay.
Oh.
like and like until he washes himself off of it.
Yeah, he has to like actually do it. So it'd be 6.
Fantastic.
Dang. Sure.
Garbu.
I'm gonna first make my bonus action spiritual weapon. 22 to hit with 10 damage on this guy by Terrence.
Okay. That hits as it kind of like caves him in a little bit.
It's a frying pan, so it just comes down.
Like his shoulder kind of gets shoved in between, not his shoulder, his head gets shoved in between the shoulder blades as it just kind of continues to stand there for a little bit, and then it just like eventually topples over.
Then I'll turn to the big guy. And Sacred Flam. Save.
Nope.
Not his strong
Yeah.
suit. He'll take that 5 radiant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna back away from him.
Okay. At least
Try to take an opportunity attack.
he's a large creature. He takes up.
Oh, if I'm still in his range, I would take another step.
So you want? Okay.
I was specifically trying to provoke an opportunity attack.
Okay. Still has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I forgot that bit.
Passes
Easy
hits.
hit. Now we
Passes.
can make an attack.
Uh-oh.
That's a 32 to hit, right?
10
Yep.
damage.
As he just like swings backwards.
But he has wasted his opportunity attack.
Oh, that's 10 damage.
Elise.
I'm gonna slash it with my sword
Yeah, it is 10 damage. Just to make sure you're aware.
with advantage because I flank. Only 5 damage, but it hits at least. And then since he took his opportunity attack, I'm gonna continue moving so I get out of range. I'll stand next to Garbu and I'll shoot my arrow at him.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it would hit. It would even hit with disadvantage. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
But for another 12 damage. I've been rolling max damage on that arrow a few times now.
As
You have.
roll. Actually, you know what? Roll me a d20.
Okay.
Which way he falls. Does he
Oh,
crush
no.
8?
Oh no.
It would crush me too! I'm tiny! Fall on 8th. I can heal him afterwards.
18.
That's not lucky.
No,
That's not lucky.
I hope it is.
I kind of want 8 to go down.
Both of y'all take 6 points of damage as he does
I'm
topple
alive!
over.
I'm unconscious.
Not for long.
Sorry, 8th. I was rooting for you to go unconscious.
So
I take 6 too. God dang.
let's 1 second as we switch, ending this. Fantastic. I'm gonna put him there. Okay.
Are we stuck underneath his gigantic body?
He like as he got struck by the blade, is just what done him in, and then because like now all the senses have kind of gotten loose, but he was just so massive. He like a lot of this stuff was kind of holding him until an arrow, with enough strength, just like pierced the top part of him as he then topples onto you two. So I will move him. I'll move him there.
Yeah.
You know, to be fair. But yeah, both of y'all took 6 points of damage. But it seems to have gotten quiet. So
I'm unconscious, so yeah.
It is Clarence for you. I think he was asking about trying to move. It is heavy. While the water is not that high, he's pushing you in the water. So technically, both of you are currently drowning as well.
I can hold my breath for like a minute. What do I need to do to get out?
Make a Constitution check, Clarence. Because you took damage in this. Okay, so you took damage, but as it kind of like fell, you were holding your breath.
I gotta roll for sanctuary too, don't I?
It doesn't matter at that point.
Okay.
But
okay.
But right now, you're both currently drowning.
Can I try to get out?
Can I attempt to move the large creature?
You can make a strength check, Garbu, if you want. And Clarence, like, you're stuck between him and like the water that there's not a place to really grab on. So like
try to wiggle out like a slug.
No, it's not working.
Okay. I won a strongman competition. I walked up here feeling confident.
He was just like, you know what?
Out of curiosity, what's going through your mind right now, Clarence, as you're currently drowning and like suffocating
next to a dead body?
Well, under a dead body.
Next to
a friend's dead body. Yeah.
Well, he's drowning too, so don't worry. You both of you can go together.
He's unconsciously drowning.
Friendship. Yeah.
I'm probably not doing great. I would say.
Because the way this is going to go is.
Yeah. 5 out of 10 on the scale of like how much I'm losing my shit. So mid-levels losing my shit.
Mid-level shit lost.
It isn't the most life-threatening situation you've ever been in?
No, probably not. But I'm not enjoying
drowning under a dead
having a little panic attack.
Go ahead and roll me a D100.
Is that a bad one?
I'm about to find out.
Just so we're clear, I haven't looked at it yet at all.
That's good. Because, and I try to go with how you tell me.
Because Braden's was like a massive one.
At this current moment, I'll say okay. I'll keep it to myself. Okay, so as that's happening, no. As that's happening, Garbu, you try to go and like start to drag him off. It is working. You're like pulling on like his leg and like starting to drag. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Me or Garbu?
Garbu.
Oh.
Clarence, you take 4 points of damage. And Aeth, go ahead and take 1 death saving off. As he's dragging, it's grinding both of you pretty much in the ground, but he is moving this dead body off of you. Yeah, I'll say it was easy enough to. I'm gonna pull you right there, and we'll say you pulled him right there. Clarence, you're able to kind of like push, like it's still kind of like on your lower back and legs, but you can at least push your face out of the water, so you're no longer drowning. Aya, go ahead and roll me a death save, but make sure you change the chat to private.
Can I reach
GM.
him?
You don't know, like, your reaction to yourself is pushing yourself out of the water.
Okay.
It's kind of like you don't know he's down. Like, it hit both of you, and you started to drown, so it's like, that's your mindset.
Sure.
Okay. So, with this, is anybody doing anything else?
I would,
No.
once I get the body moved, I would rush to Clarence.
Try to get me out.
I would have.
Trying to get out.
As I can see, probably Eight's unconscious, choking on what his body. I would probably.
Like,
would
you can
cast
see
healing
like a
word on him.
little bit of his hand, kind of like it. Like, you see a portion of his body, but it definitely looks
Okay.
like it was kind of pushed in, probably in the mud that's underneath this. Again, it's not that deep of water, but the fact that Giant just squished you both into there.
Mm.
But you can see like a little bit of him, and it definitely looks like he's not moving.
Elise will just whisper "not today" and cast healing word on him.
Ooh.
Right.
All right.
I'm rolling a lot of high numbers today. It's fantastic.
You are.
With that, pretty much the next round, like, Garber, you kind of like, since I see the way you are, like, you kind of lift the, like, kind of like the shoulder portion of it up, as it's just very limb, and like, Clarence, you're kind of able to like kind of crawl out a little bit from underneath him and get to your feet.
Thank you, Garbo. Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm no, but thank you.
I look over at 8.
Oh, I didn't notice you were under there. Are you okay?
Fine.
Okay.
Can I try to get myself out? Huh?
Yeah, you were more like underwater, kind of slightly on the curve, and so like as he pulled it off, like it dragged you down a little bit into the water, but he wasn't a fish. Like, he was already removed off of you. It was just like an
Okay.
upper portion, kind of still on Clarence a little bit.
I'll try to stand up. Okay. I need better armor.
Your sword got hit hard there. You hit your sword hard?
Can I try to examine it and feel it?
Yeah, as you like look at it and like rub your fingers against it, like, the sword is heavy cracked, like, to the point you know it's about to break, which is probably a couple more swings, or if you hit something hard enough with it.
Garbu, can't you fix it if he saves it?
Yeah, I keep that for later. I can try and fix it. I just need some scrap metal, like these nails that I got out of the boat earlier. How many nails
Do you
did I
have another
get out of the
weapon?
boat?
Elise just points towards the weapons of all the dead guys. I mean,
I got something else.
You can use this. Waves the axe around in there as it makes
That's
fart
true.
noises.
I mean, you have
But,
to.
but it's only to you that you hear it, though.
But it's like you have the pickaxes and she like lifts up one from the ground. Like, you have these things, right?
Well, I have.
About like a minute has gone by, and that large creature has now shrunk. back into its normal size.
I have 2 others use, but they weren't really meant for me to use them.
You could use this. I hold the axe back up.
I think that's more yours than mine.
I have a
I
dagger.
made it. We can sell it to you. Worth 5
Alright.
gold, would you say?
I spent all my
16
money on the
gold.
wagon. Spent all my money on the wagon.
16 gold.
I don't have 16 gold. I don't have any gold.
Yeah, me either.
12 gold.
We bought a
I
cart,
don't-
remember?
We bought a cart.
5 gold in whatever you happen to have in your pocket in this moment.
I look to the left as they're busy arguing over money, and like I look at the.
You,
I-
as you look over to like the alcove, as they're bickering back and forth or whatever, you can see where there is an impact to a previous explosion, but you just see like bodies, corpses of people, different shapes and sizes, different ages, as
Aren't
They
there
would-
2 more of these out on the island wandering around that could come back at any time?
There are.
I think as they're busy, at least we'll just start looking through their stuff, see if you can find anything that identifies them in any way or form.
make a investigation check.
I'll guide myself.
I'll change the sword back into a cane for now.
Oh.
The cane even shows cracked.
15.
You come across okay. You come across there was like kind of like a young kid who looked
Okay.
like he had like color pencils, if you will, in his pocket that had been slightly broken into pieces.
Mm.
You also come across a note. It seems to have a little bit of blood stain on it, but you kind of pull it out of this kind of like a youngish, close to maybe middle ageish like man, and then you come across just another body where it does have a like a little kind of like a small capsule, if you will, and I would assume with your background you can tell that that appears to be like a scroll case.
I'll take the note and the scroll case, and I'll. Well, I guess whilst they're still arguing, because I think that will take them a while, knowing them. Like she would just sit on the ground and just start reading the note, and then like opening the scroll case and reading that as well.
The note, as you open it, and parts of it kind of a little bit hard to detect, or not detect, but to like read. But it's as it like starts, and it's like, dear Amy, I know times have been tough, but we can get through this together. I meant to tell you this earlier, but once I've gotten back from this quest and the money I'd receive from it, I will be able to help us move back to Zetham with your family, and we can hopefully build a better home before he arrives. But hopefully I won't be gone too long. Love you. And like it's a lot is just kind of fade out because of the blood, but it looks as though it's either a note that was either like been late to give to somebody to maybe take to deliver, but it seems as it's just a note to this person's lover.
Mm.
The scroll, as you were kind of reading bits and pieces of it, it is a scroll of Spare of the Dying. Or Spare
Okay.
the Dying.
Okay.
Can I check the bodies over here to see if somebody made them this way or if they're naturally became like this?
You talking about the ones you just fought?
Yeah, the ones we fought, not the ones he's by.
And you're trying to determine if they were natural or
Yeah, or if someone did this.
make
Can I help them
a.
with that with what little religious training I have?
You can either make a religion or arcana check.
Okay.
Wow. That's the first time he's rolled one of those in a while.
Mm.
You are correct.
You don't feel, and especially kind of like, you don't know what else could be in this cave of sorts, but it does seem like a little bit of it was kind of either dug out or maybe it was naturally made, but you don't feel like this is a natural resting place. Go ahead and make a history check for me.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So, out of the game aspect, I know that there is a creature that is called Durgars and stuff like that. But the way these are is they were probably actual just humanoids that have died who knows how long ago. Picture the Skyrim Durgars. Like,
Okay.
that's what
Wow.
these are. They are like reanimated dead, if you will. And seem to have been put to work guarding this cave, from what it looks like, and it probably shouldn't be that hard to figure out that they probably might have been the ones that did a lot of this killing and probably was bringing them back here for whatever reason, but this is where.
I want to tell that to all of them. I'll relay it. Hey guys, this is what's going on. Blah blah blah.
Mm.
I'll just kind of holler it to Elise. Hey Elise, that's
Mhm.
what's going on.
It kind of echoes a little.
Okay.
Okay. I'll probably be looking at my cane mostly, focused on that.
You guys want to take like a quick breather, real quick? Like
That'd be nice.
maybe roll some hit dice, maybe.
Maybe you have Terrence guard the entrance to this little cave area.
I mean, he's not. This one's not the good guard. Yeah, we can do that. So Terrence can't relay any information to me. I just want to make that clear.
Yep.
Okay.
How
Constantly,
long-
just,
how
just
long
have it
does it-
constant.
How long
I
does it
figured
last?
you could put like Terrence right here. and then-
Terrence?
Yeah.
Terrence stays out indefinitely, as far as I know, right?
Okay.
Let's look.
Let me double check.
I'm just trying to make sure.
Because I have to use a bonus
I think it's
action
an hour
to get
or
rid of him.
I know. I just
It says it doesn't have a time on it.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
so
That's
he's
good to
just
know.
out.
So all right. You kind of move Terrence out. To
I figured you could just have him kind of
Kinda like-
block the door-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly
if
firing
that's,
at the
if
door.
That's, if
No.
that's where you want it, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of you are going to try to relax or take a short rest, if you will, which is an hour. So, if that's what you guys are going to do, you
Sure.
may go ahead and do that.
Do these people look like they were at the festival out of curiosity? Now that I've come over here.
You can make a investigation check.
Like how long have they been dead? More is
It-
what I'm trying
if-
to judge. Like were
then
they
make
killed?
make a medicine check
yesterday.
then.
I want to let me roll all three.
What, at the same time?
Yeah.
It won't let you do it at the same time, if I'm correct. It's
Okay.
just back to back to back.
Right. Well, I'm out of hit dice anyway.
They appear to have been dead for a little bit longer than a week. There's already decent signs of decomposing.
When I was looking at them, did I find anything crazy on their bodies, or is that a separate roll?
For the Duragar,
Yeah.
make
I can
a
make a separate roll if you want.
make an investigation. Yeah.
That's more in line. That's more in line.
These have been dead a while.
Yeah.
Good job, Willie.
I'll even say like maybe one of them just so happened to been buried, if you will, like with 2 copper pieces, but like
Yeah,
that's
bro.
about it. That's about it.
One on each
I'm
eye.
admit
they're
that
still
that
there.
just I just gained like 3% of my total wealth. So
Wow.
yep.
That is.
Must be real poor.
I am very poor right now.
I just gotta sell a bag of holding and I'll get some stuff back.
Are you guys doing anything else during this break? I mean, it's a mild break, so there's not too much you can do.
These
Right.
ones been dead for like a week. Those ones, I look back over at the Durgar. Rough estimate, they've been dead years-ish.
Yeah,
Years.
that's a lot harder to really. A good estimate would probably say a lot longer.
Can I ritual cast alarm in
decades.
the spot?
Yeah, if that's what you want.
Where Terrence is what I want to put it.
Okay.
Like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
And then
what's
it takes me a
Theoretically,
minute.
put it
what's
out. In,
what's good is I can see where your mouse is going over the map.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah.
I can see where
you
you're
could
trying to.
theoretically ritual cast it up here and then leave Terrence here. So when you sense something, you could then send a mental signal to Terrence to just fire.
Would Garbu have told me that?
No.
Then no.
Garbu
Seems like cheating.
Garbu
Did I
not
try
make
and
plan.
I know.
contact my friend? I guess. I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like, like when you get a new car and the first time you hit something, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Make
It's like that kind of panic.
Make
kind
a
of panic.
religion check. By the way, all of you kind of start to feel a little bit better. You don't know why, but you start to feel a little bit better.
Oh, 13.
Oh yeah.
So, anyways,
I'm apologizing. Like the accidental, like you totaled a rental car.
I mean, you're talking, but you don't know if she's listening.
I'm so sorry. So sorry. I should have been more careful. I know you gave me this to me. I should have been more careful.
Leroy, did you share that the note mentions Zetham?
No, not yet.
I got a 13.
Yeah. Anybody doing anything else? We'll say it's, pushing slightly past an hour as well, and you guys. You know what? I'll even go like this. Okay. As you guys are resting, healing up, and stuff like that as well during this hour. At least you have the highest passive, if I'm correct, with the 16.
I also have 16. We both have it.
Good. Hopefully I'll remember that. You got... Actually, you know what? Hold on. Just... Hold on.
Question marks again.
That's
Higher than your passive.
At least the alarm will go off.
You guys can hear the sound of not quiet, but something that sounds like it's trying to be sneaky, if you will. Footsteps. That is like
all of us?
Clarence and not Clarence. Garbu and Elise.
From which direction? The
Uh,
to the cave?
you hear it like it's coming more to your right.
I'll go check it out.
Clang, 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 clang.
Clang, 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 clang.
Clang, clang,
As
clang, clang,
as
clang,
you
clang,
as
clang.
you kind of like start walking out and you're looking, you can see in a corner what looks to be like from this distance, and like again, I know you have dark vision, but it's dark and so colors and stuff like that. You see what looks to be just like a little bit of faint smoke, kind of like just barely coming off of this entity, and it's like staring right at you with these like maybe cold yellow eyes as it just stares back at you, and it looks like the creatures that you guys are hanging around with, the dead body where parts of pieces are missing, that this is kind of like a very quick glance that you get. You definitely cut out there.
You did.
Guys,
Yeah?
there's a guy.
I'm gonna like walk forward up behind him.
He doesn't seem malicious.
He as
Oh, I can see him now.
Like, does he have weapons drawn?
1 second.
Wait, can I see him actually?
Okay.
Mm.
He this entity is, it seems like he has like his hands kind of like tucked away in a little bit, but it looks like he's being cautious. It's not, he sees that both of you came up, and like as Clarence kind of jogs just a couple of feet and kind of looks with you, and he sees both of you, and it's just hesitation. It's like he's in, I don't know, again, cautious.
Yeah.
Again, like his hand, one of his hand, like his right hand, it looks like it's kind of like, in a way, kind of like tucked under his arm, but he's just staring at you guys. But he's not, like, it's not like he froze because he saw people. But he's... What are you guys doing?
Are you like them? And I point to the Durgar.
I wouldn't say I am.
Are you like them? And I point to the dead people who've been dead a week.
I also wouldn't say I am. Are you
Well, then
friend or foe?
Are we friend or foe?
Depends on him.
Depends on your opinion, I guess.
You see, he kind of like, his hand slowly comes out just a little bit more, and he's just, are you the one who brought them here?
Why would we bring them here and then kill them?
How do I know? You are
Maybe
the
they're
one who
dead,
killed
you
him.
look at 'em.
We're covered in blood.
They are. And mud.
And mud, yeah. Like, it's pretty...
Well,
Come on.
to be fair, they wasn't squishing out blood.
Oh, that's true.
They're covered in rotten flesh
Well-
and mud.
Technically, me and Eighth would be covered in our own blood, probably.
Yes, you guys would probably be covered in your own blood, and some
Yeah.
of it washed off a little bit with the water.
Okay.
There's also
So-
like chunks
Okay.
of rotten flesh on them.
Well, I'm pretty sure you guys would have like semi-cleaned that off of you within the hour.
Mm-hmm.
What can we do to prove we're not bad guys? And you can also prove you're not a bad guy.
Wait.
Can you
We are
touch
part
your
of-
nose and rub your stomach at
Make-
the same time?
you can either make a persuasion or deception check, Clarence, depending on what you're trying to accomplish with that question.
It's always persuasion. Oh,
Said
okay.
pat your head. I said
Because you were trying to ask if
Yeah.
how do we know if you're not, and so on and so forth. Well, this wouldn't be the first trap I walked in, and he starts getting closer and closer. Are you guys reacting in any way? As he's still cautious, but he seems to kind of be non in a hostile like walking towards you guys.
I'm holding a force ballista shot on him if he does anything.
I
I'll
don't know
take
if
a
your
step
force
back.
ballista will honestly see him at where it's at, but
Oh, I thought it was 120. My bad.
Well,
no,
Is it because
there's
no
a
range?
there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
a column in
you could
Then I'll-
technically command your force
Yes.
ballista to
I'll move him here and
Move.
then.
That's
there
fine.
or there.
That's
Yeah.
fine. As he approaches, you guys. I was wondering what I was missing this entire time. You guys. Hey, good job on the recent file stuff. Proud of you. You pulled through. You guys can see, as the little, and it's very faint. It's almost like if you were breathing in a way on a cold day and you could see the breath just a little bit, it's kind of coming off of him, but you can see as he kind of takes a steps closer, and you guys can really start to see parts of his body does appear to be covered in, you would assume to be like skin, but parts of it is also like being revealed or unmade, if you will. But it's not like it's gushing blood, or you see metal underneath the open areas as he steps forward closer, and you can slowly hear the very faintest sound of gears moving.
Would Clarence know what that is?
You can make an intelligence check.
Probably.
Oof. That's like one of the highest. That's
No,
like the highest you've
No,
rolled.
you do not.
Wow. Okay.
You've never seen You've seen golems before. You've
That's what I thought of too. When I was gonna
I can't get nothing by you guys. You've seen golems before. You've seen it where they could interact, but not one of this type of work. And this is mind blowing, like questions running through your mind, but at the same time, like this kind of feels like it's a thing, an entity on its own, if you will. And he's just, as he kind of gets a little bit close to you guys, and he seems like a normal height, and he's just, the name's Vurin, Niall Vurin.
I immediately start walking around him and like inspect him, not touching him, but like just like looking to see how he works. And I'm like,
Can I
He-
touch your
50
skin?
questions.
As you look around, he does have like a trench coat on, so you don't see behind him, but you can see just a little bit of his like chest plate, and it does have like a gem in the middle of it that is kind like, it's not glowing to where like it lights up everything, but it's there, and you can like kind of peer a little bit within close to chest plate, and you can see just the gears moving. But then other parts of his body that you could see is covered in skin.
Can I touch your skin?
No, I'd rather you didn't.
Just wanted
What?
to see if it felt real.
Pardon me, I've
Where-
never seen anything like you. What could I ask what you are, who you are, how you became to be like this? Were you created, born, spawned?
That's a lot of questions.
Look. This, you are the most magnificent thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm genuinely curious.
The curiosity does tend to get the best of them when they see me first, but unfortunately, I don't know a lot of the answers to your question. But what I do know is I was here to find the missing peoples. And he kind of glances back and like past you, Elise, and like sees the couple of bodies, and he's just, there must be the other half.
There's more to the cave?
Yes, right on the other side. And he kind of points like where you guys came from, the other side of the wall, like more portion is. There's another decent set of bodies in the other alcove.
No survivors?
Unfortunately, no, but the way I got in, I kind of had to
Do I believe him
make an insight.
saying the thing about the other bodies?
That if they're alive, or
No, just like that he's here, like investigating these missing people and stuff. 22.
you get that he's honestly trying to tell you the best he can in
He's
truthfulness.
darn good at lying. That's what I got. No, I'm kidding.
So,
Yeah,
It's Natalie all over again.
okay, you cannot start with me on that. That was legitimate!
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I had to.
I.
Bryce is just out of the loop on that one.
Yep. And
Alright,
he kind of like crosses his arms, and you can see at this point he's put like he's kind of moved his coat a little bit and placed his crossbow that he had, kind of covering it back up, and he's just, well, it was a good thing that you took care of them, because that's a little bit more than what I could have done by myself.
You see any more of them?
To be fair, let's say I had to play possum just to get in here. I came along when they were dragging some of them, and I've been trying to listen, but there were too many sounds for me to think that I would have done it myself. I've been out here for a few weeks now, if I had to guess.
Was there a more recent body that you've seen get dragged into your location?
Not where I am, but you can come and look in there if you would like. So if anybody wants to, he would have guided you to the other section of the cave.
Sure.
Where he came from.
Is there anything on the people that might, like, more recent items or
I'm
anything
not
like
the one to go picking around, if you know what I mean. I don't really have I don't find that in good taste. But
maybe clues?
If you want to go and look, you can be my guest. But unless it seems proper, it's not something that I tend to do.
Yeah, I understand.
Garbu, as like, did you?
Go look, so I wanted to go look.
Oh yeah, I was going over here to where he is.
So yeah, so pretty much it's just like and you don't have to look at the map, but he does lead you to a whole nother section, and there's just more piles of dead bodies. The one that you okay, the one that you guys were in might be more recent piles, while the one he was at was like looks like it's been there for a lot longer, as it really was decomposing. But yeah, as he kind of goes and shows you guys, do you guys like look into them, or do you guys just kind of look and
see what's up with them? I'll investigate them.
I rolled a perception while I was up there.
Oh, okay.
And then I brought my token back down.
Oh, baby. The highs and the lows.
What were you perception?
I guess it'd probably be more
medicine, but you already described that they were more decomposed.
Yes.
Trying to figure out like an estimate when they were dead and like ages of the victims, stuff like that.
If you were trying to
Not
go a
good
little
at,
bit,
like, investigation.
if you're trying to go a little bit more, then you would have to make a medicine check.
I would have intended medicine. It's the same modifier.
Okay, then we can go with that. Yeah, it gets harder to a point. I mean, you've seen
Ages, genders. Is there any like common occurrence between them?
if no, there's
In
what little bit you can find, kind of going off of clothing or maybe some little bit of stuff that they might have had. And this is not looking in their pockets. This is like outside, different ages or different sets of clothing of sizes. But they all seem to be. One thing is for sure is they all appear to be maybe like a common type of clothing. Not like it's necessarily from the same place, but like maybe like, you know, somewhere between middle to maybe poorish class people. Your investigation.
It's an 8 total.
It's a 1.
It's an 8 total, DM Sama.
It's a
That's
1.
like his. How many ones is that now? Is that 7?
That's 7. Since the beginning of the game.
Okay. You saw
More than
a
used her possession.
you saw like what looks to be maybe like a coin pouch or something. But it's kind of like in the middle of this gush, this muck of flesh. And you kind of like tried to reach for it and just face first into this just this nasty.
Is it like a manure pit?
Slaw is probably the right word. You went face first into a slaw.
He got sick
that is perfect. You start throwing up.
It was once
it is
body, but now it's a slaw.
Do I at least get the coin pouch? Let's be real here.
Yeah, sure. You do kind of get it, but like you stink. You're covered in, and this ain't stuff that like you think will just wash off either.
Oh.
This looks like you might have to really get into the cleaning aspect. And it's probably like as you kind of like fell into this because of a natural one as well, like, you know, think of like mud in a way. As it kind of goes any open space, it just kind of sips its way in there. So you got bits and pieces in your armor.
I'm like, Garbu, I got it.
Yes.
There's a coin pouch. And then I'm just seeing how much coins is in there. Watch it be completely empty. I'd be so sad.
You open it and you don't see a single thing in there.
Yes.
It's just more slaw. It once had a turkey sandwich in there.
And I'll say this as well, Garby, with your perception as you kind of looked around, you did see kind of like to the side a little bit what looks like maybe an urn, if you will. But other than that
I probably would have opened the urn.
When if you would have went to it, it is like sealed, like it's not supposed to be easily opened.
We're investigating.
Odd number I didn't. Nope. Respectfully walk away from the urn.
We're investigating the. We were sent out because someone stole the shield from the Doka King.
Shield.
There was a festival going on at the Golden Summit.
The dragon emblem.
I think I'm aware of the festival, but never truly went. I guess you can say I do a lot of work just trying to uncover truth, if you will. Detective or private eye and trying to find anything that seems wrong.
What's so private about your eyes?
They help me see.
He's an investigator. Sorry. He's an investigator.
He does, like, as you kind of slightly get close, and he's just
covered in
like he doesn't
formerly humid
react. He doesn't react, but he as well as like, I don't necessarily want you to like get any of that on me, but it doesn't bother him either. He's been in it, so it's not
Oh.
Are
really
his
bothering
arms
him.
just covered in it up to the wrist?
Yeah, like it's, and
Ah.
who knows? Maybe that's what the little bits of steam might be slightly coming from, is trying to go through some of this stuff. But like, it's not bothering him one bit. But it's just, he stares at you and see how uncomfortable you are, and he's just like studying that type of emotion, if you will.
Did you see the urn?
There's a lot of things that I saw and wish I didn't see, but
We
I don't know, I guess.
It was in that room with the bodies.
I
So,
mean,
um
he kind of, I'm assuming like you guys are kind of like near the entrance to this thing, and it's just like, as you pointed, and it's just, I see it's an urn.
Sealed.
Why do you want it?
No. I was just curious if it was related to your case.
Probably one of the victims here.
Why would they put them in an urn if they left everybody else to just kind of rot on the floor?
I
somebody might
mean,
have brought
typically
them
you put
stuff.
ashes of a dead one in the urn and take them to places that you might want to either deposition, or deposit the ashes to, or you trying to just take it with you. But all I can gather is that a lot of these were doing some sort of quest, something that seems basic enough to get a decent amount of people into doing it, and it seems as it kept becoming a trap. That's the best I can get.
Hopefully stop him.
It seems odd to me that the urn is like kind of off to the side, and it's
What urn are you talking about?
that urn.
I think it's
The
just
one
an
right
urn.
there. Well, like, because it's the only urn in this cave. Like, this doesn't seem like a normal burial chamber, right?
Someone might have
It's
brought
just
it
a
with.
cave.
They might have had it with them when they got attacked.
But it's
Possibly.
like set off to the side. It's not like just in the pile of bodies, right?
It's like, it's
They
not
could-
like set off to the side, but it's not in the pile of bodies either. Like,
It's like
Can I go over to it and ritual cast detect magic?
sure.
Well,
Go
since
ahead and
the
make
shield's not here.
an Arcana check.
Highs and lows,
You
baby.
know, he only rolls good with
Highs and
Arcana, so
lows, baby.
you just gotta keep doing Arcana all the time, every time.
Everybody but Clarence go deaf for me. As I appreciate that.
How big is it?
Picture like 2 bottles top and bottom. So
Bag
it's
of holding. It's
Ye-
going in the bag of holding.
okay, sure.
Wait,
Yeah.
you're putting the urn in the bag of what?
Yeah, man. It's I think it's pretty cool.
How so?
Why?
It's just you never know.
It
Look, I'm
seems
gonna be
sealed
honest with you.
pretty tight.
I'm getting a faint magic aura from it. Um,
It could be a magical enchantment to keep the ashes in there.
it could be, but I'd like to spend a little more time with it to make sure it's not something bad.
Could be cursed.
Why don't we ask Elise?
Well, I can cast Identify on it. I just can't cast Identify
I
on it
can
like
also
right now
cast
here.
Identify
Yeah, like, well, do you have the spell available? Because I don't.
tomorrow.
That's where I'm at. That's why I said I'll take it with me. Do it later.
Okay.
And it might not even be the urn itself. It might be something inside the urn. It might be some connected to the urn. I just don't feel it's safe to just leave it laying here.
I feel like it's a bit disrespectful to the person that's in there.
We don't even know if there's a person in there.
It just seemed
I
weird
mean-
to me that it was in here with the bodies, but like not with
Could be
the
a pet.
bodies.
Well, as you guys are like discussing that, Niall doesn't necessarily come right up to you, at least, but he's just, excuse me, are you injured or anything? You seem to be not sociable, not a butterfly, if I'm picking my sensors up right.
She looks at him. I mean, I'm not really. I'm only here to. I don't know. Be not useless, I guess. And I don't feel like I can contribute that much, so I just rather sit here and not fuck anything up.
You're like the only one that kills stuff here, man.
No, you guys are up
Oh,
away.
we're way
Mm.
far.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys
Mm.
like, because he kind of like, as you guys were starting to mingle, he's kind of stepped back, noticing that there's one of your party missing, so he kind of goes back to does a quick check, and so he went back to her, and he's, well, I don't know if I'd say useless. I mean, judging from what I've seen, if you guys are the one that took these things down, I'd say you probably pack a punch, but I don't know much about any of you, besides the fact you're not trying to kill me. So, I don't know if I'd say that you're useless in any way. Seems as you're putting your life on the line for other folks.
Maybe. I don't know. Guess we
Well,
do what we can. Maybe.
he kind of reaches his hand out to you, and
I think Elise probably like shirks away a little bit.
not a problem. I'm sorry, miss. My name is Niall. I don't think I was formally introduced to you, but hopefully we can be some sort of allies or comrades, if you will. Especially if we need to figure out what, especially since we need to get to the bottom of this. Because it seems as, and he kind of points a little bit further behind him, as it looks like a cave that might go a little bit further beyond, and he's just, I think we might need it. But as he looks back,
We can always try.
he looks back to you, and he's just, but sorry if I intruded on you. And kind of like tips his hat a little bit, and he kind
It's
of
alright.
like, he takes a couple of steps back, and then he turns around and seems as though he was just interested the fact that somebody was not, especially in an environment like this, not really, I guess you could say, socializing with everybody. And so he's just like, make sure, is this person up to no good and all of that, and to make sure you're not like hurt in some sort of way, and everybody just like
Right.
left you.
No, I think Ellie just has like the scroll next to her and like the note lying there that she's just staring into the snow globe. Sort of like still listening for anything coming close, but not really interacting with anyone.
Fair enough. But as we all start to converge and get a little bit of an understanding, we'll call it a night.
Hey.
So,
Oh.
thank you everybody for coming out. Sorry for earlier. I'm sure I'll explain it earlier, but I'm sorry again. So, anyways, thank you everybody for coming out and for watching. This is getting excited. I like it. No, well, somebody almost died. 2 people
Yeah.
almost died. But, you know, it is what it is. So, anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.